If you've been working in Power BI desktop for a while developing reports, you've probably had files that look like this. You have one version called salesreport.pbix and another called sales report version 2, and then another report, sales report version 3, sales report final. Well, those days are done, as Power BI desktop now includes a built-in version history experience. So you can finally manage your report changes without saving a dozen copies of your file. Hey everyone, I'm Angelica Choo Quan, and I'm a trainer here at Pragmatic. And with the May 2026 Power BI desktop update, you now have access to the version history experience. In this video, what I'd like to walk you through is that Power BI version history feature, getting you a little bit more acquainted with it and knowing what it can do and what it cannot. You also need to know what you need in place to use this update. What are those prerequisites in case you don't currently see it yet and you do have that update, as well as how to restore, go back to one of those versions and work in it. So historically, managing versions in Power BI has been messy. Developers relied on manual file naming, SharePoint versioning, or possibly even uploading the Power BI reports to external tools and saving them there. Now, instead of juggling multiple files, you can work with one Power BI file, one PBIX file, and still access previous versions directly in your Power BI desktop. So you can view those previous versions. You can see who made changes to those versions as well. And you can open them up side by side, and you can work from a previous version, all from the Power BI desktop. Now, the Power BI service got this experience a little while ago, and if you're interested in learning more about how to update your semantic model and update and view the version history on the semantic models in the Power BI service, be sure to check out my previous video where we walk through this step by step. Now, before we jump into this demo, I want to go over a couple of the requirements that you need in order to actually use the version history feature that is new and updated with the May 2026 Power BI desktop update. One thing you must do is you must save your file in OneDrive or SharePoint. Now, there is a preview feature inside of the options and settings. And so if you go to the file menu and you go to options and settings and options again, once you see that options window under preview features, you will find that there's a feature that allows you to save to OneDrive and SharePoint. Those must be in place as well. When you click that fly over this drop down here at the top of your Power BI report, you will see that version history once you're working with a file that has been saved to OneDrive or SharePoint. Now, I started this with a file that wasn't saved there. This file is just saved locally on my desktop so that you can see that it must be moved over. So you can upload this to your OneDrive or SharePoint to begin working with that version history. But I already have one open for us that we can reference here and take a look at that now. So once you have the preview features enabled and you have your file you've been working in saved to OneDrive or SharePoint with those previous versions, then what you will see when you click this drop down is that version history. So when you are ready to, you can go into your Power BI report, click version history. And when you click it, it's going to open a new dialog window. And here you're going to see the following. You'll see the different versions. It will always show you the latest and greatest, your current one first. You'll see the size of those files. You'll see the date and times in which those files were modified, as well as who modified them. So this is something we have been dying for. We've been asking for in Power BI desktop, and Microsoft finally delivered, and the Microsoft Power BI team brought this to us. Let's take a look at a couple of these different versions. And let's take a look and see exactly what we can do. All right, so here we have version 1, and notice what you have up there in your file header. It includes that V1. Now, this is not how the file is saved. You don't have 4 or 5 different copies, or even more with version 1, version 2, or some variation of that saved. But Power BI is indicating to us, okay, this is that previous version, version 1 that we were looking at. And so it's really neat as you start working with these tools to see changes that were made. We can technically, if we really wanted to, right, view these split screen side by side and see how the versions have changed over time here when working with them. We can go in and open up maybe a previous version. Maybe there's something that I did in version 4 that I preferred or where my stakeholders really want me to go back to. You've probably been there before when you make some updates and improvements to a report file, and then you find that either something breaks or possibly the request that you fulfilled with that new report version wasn't exactly what the stakeholders were expecting. And so now you want to claw back those changes to get the version, the previous version, the one that they knew and loved, you can get that back to them. So very easily, we can bring that previous version back to change and make some changes to this file. And so we can continue working in this previous version, version 4, so we don't have to start over or possibly, think back through the steps we made and start to undo some of those previous changes and transformations inside of the Power BI desktop. And so what this version history feature does is it tracks different snapshots of your model and the report state at the file level when you save it. So it behaves similar to that version history that you're used to in Microsoft Excel or Microsoft Word. So it's great for recovering changes. It's great for collaboration. And it's great if something breaks and you need to roll something back to a previous version and begin working from there again. It can save you so much time as the Power BI report developer. How I recommend using this is make sure that you're always saving your files to OneDrive or SharePoint. You always want to check that version history before you go through and save your updates. And you can use it to help you validate those changes during your development cycle. You can also open previous versions to help you diagnose issues and see if you're collaborating with others, if something was changed, and possibly figure out how to troubleshoot and fix what is broken in that error. So overall, this is a huge improvement and enhancement for Power BI report developers. Instead of having to manage multiple files, we can now go in and use the previous version that we have built in here. One file, multiple versions, and a much safer development experience. So if you found this video helpful, be sure to like and subscribe to check out more of the Power BI content that we push out to you here on YouTube from Pragmatic Works. And let me know, how do you feel about this new version history update? What do you like about it? Is there anything that you would change? Let us know here in the comments. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.